This week on CMA Live All Access, we've got brand new announcements from MECP, Kicker, JVC, ALPHASONIK, and MASTERTECH EXPO. This is CMA Live All Access presented by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5 Axis Innovations. And it starts now. Well, it looks like the team at Kicker is super pumped because some of the great products that we had the chance to talk about earlier this spring have arrived. That's right. They are in stock and ready to ship. 2 products that we are going to definitely focus in on today. We've got Aaron Malin coming in from Kicker. Now, Aaron, these are 2 products that we were super excited to learn about earlier on in the season, and now they're finally here. The first one is a very unique Bluetooth Power Sport can. That's right, Bluetooth Power Sport can. And the other is some legendary enclosures that are called the PTRTP series. So let's start with these very unique Bluetooth Power Sport cans. Aaron, what can you tell us about them?
Ben, we've had great success with our power bars, the PB1 and the PB2, but not everybody has the mounting options for a power bar. So the BT cans give us more flexibility with the same great sound quality that you expect from Kicker. So these are self-powered. There is a 150 watt RMS amplifier, 75 watts per can. Again, that is built in to the primary, and then the secondary simply has an umbilical cord that runs between the two. So they're self-powered, and there's a Bluetooth controller built in. So now your device, your phone, whatever it is you're using, probably a phone, most everybody uses a phone, becomes your source unit. So you can play your music into the BT cans on your side-by-side, your sport utility vehicle. You can use it on a boat. Pretty much anywhere you've got a 12-volt electrical system, you can now use these. Couple advantages. We have this built-in control surface, and this is, if you guys recognize this is the perfect size for a switched knockout on the dash of most side-by-sides in sport utility vehicles. So this will fit right there in your dash. It looks factory installed, it's clean. It has the simple controls. Of course, you've got your volume up and down, your track up and down, and also you can step through your auxiliary input or your Bluetooth. So yes, it does have an aux input. It's a 3.5 millimeter, just as you would expect. So anything with a headphone output jack can become a source unit. In addition, there's an auxiliary output built in here. Let me see if I can show this to you on the cord here. So you've got your auxiliary output, which is a 3.5 millimeter again. It's got this nice little cap on it to keep it watertight. And this can go into an additional amplifier. So if you want to add another set of speakers and a Kicker amplifier, or maybe you want to add a powered subwoofer, or pretty much anything that you want to add to this, this becomes your primary, and then you've got secondary audio as well. So it's very flexible, and of course it's got LEDs. Everybody loves LEDs. We do have an optional LED controller, so you can change the lights on it, or you can just wire up a single light if you want to, single color light if you want to. And it does come with the mounting brackets. These are identical mounting brackets to our power bars. So the PB1 and PB2, same exact mounting brackets, so they are interchangeable. And if you already have a power bar and you simply want to add these to that, of course you can do that as well. So you could use the auxiliary output of the power bar to the auxiliary input on the power cans, and there you've just upgraded your audio system exponentially. And of course you can still add subwoofers if you want to do that. So we've got all the mounting options you've got there in the box. As a side note, we do have an accessory pack. It's got square mounts. So if you don't have a round bar, you've got a square bar like on a golf car. That is an accessory pack which you can get through GemSend as well. So that pretty much sums up what these are for. Fantastic Kicker sound, virtually any vehicle with virtually any audio source with expandability through the aux in and the aux out, and a very simple install. So that's what we got.
Very unique solution to so many different scenarios. I don't care if they're golf carts, power sports, you name it. This, I think, Kicker as an absolute winner here. Very exciting for dealers to get in on that. Now, the other thing that's, let's call it the elephant in the room because it's so big on the screen is, of course, these PTRTP powered down-firing subwoofer enclosures. We had a chance to connect on them. Let's remind dealers why these are going to be absolute hot tickets. They're compact, they sound great, and they have that signature Kicker sound.
A couple years ago, well, maybe more than 2 now, we introduced our first down-firing loaded enclosures, and they have been massively successful for us. So how do you increase that success? You add an amplifier to the down-firing enclosure. Take a look right here. So on the 10-inch model, we've got a 400-watt RMS amplifier, and on the 12-inch, we have a 500-watt RMS amplifier. And that amplifier is perfectly matched to that Comp RT subwoofer. Now, of course, you've also got the passive radiator, the bass reflex subwoofer. So that makes it sound like a large ported enclosure. So you get fantastic bass. The subwoofer is protected from damage. So if this is in the trunk of your car or in your hatchback, you can put golf clubs on top of it. You can put your baby stroller, you can put your groceries, you can put your dog on top of it. It's not going to damage the subwoofer or change the performance of the subwoofer. So you get great bass. And because the amplifier is built in, it makes the installation even simpler than it was before. So you get guaranteed performance, you get the right enclosure, the perfect amplifier, and the perfect setup of subwoofers all in one package. It is the best value for sure. So if you have loved the Comp RT downfiring enclosures, these are going to be unbelievable for you. It is the performance you come to know and love with a built-in amplifier to simplify everything. Oh, and side note, there is a quick disconnect here. So if for some reason your customer needed all of that space back for the weekend, you can simply disconnect the power, ground, and turn on, and then this subwoofer just lifts out of the car, and you don't have to worry about power and ground shorting each other because this plug will protect it. So this is the next greatest thing from Kicker, amplified downfiring loaded enclosures.
All right, we go from Aaron and Kicker to their Canadian distributor, Gemsen, where Dave Singh is standing by. Now, Dave, these are two exciting additions to the lineup and the offering from Kicker. So what can dealers get excited about, and what is the status of the inventory of said two items?
Ben, we're really excited to finally have these three products in our warehouse. In fact, some of them are already out in the field. The powered cans are very exciting to a lot of customers, especially those that like to take their side-by-sides into little creeks, rivers, ravines, whatever it is. And quite often, they're getting water up to the top of their doors. If you've got an amplifier mounted down low, you definitely have to worry about water intrusion and perhaps damage to that amplifier. What Kicker's done by incorporating the amplifier into the can, it allows the amplifier to be protected away from water and away from premature failure. So that's another reason to get these powered cans. Not to mention the fact that they're packed with plenty of power, 75 watts a channel, Kicker amplifier technology. So you're definitely not going to run out of volume. We love them. They look great. They sound great. They have that Kicker square design that Kicker's known for, and they so far doing very, very well. Now with the new Kicker PT-RTP powered downfire enclosures, this is something that our dealers have been looking for a long time. Yes, there's plenty of downfire enclosures out there, but now you've got something with Kicker amplifier power built right into it. There's two different models, as Aaron mentioned, a 10-inch and a 12-inch with 400 watts and 500 watts respectively. But the beautiful thing about these particular enclosures is all the different situations that you can now put this into your vehicle and not have to worry about subwoofer damage. A lot of us have gotten older, and now you're carrying around a stroller, perhaps a hockey bag or a golf bag or something like that, and you just don't have the space to give up as you did with a conventional subwoofer enclosure. These particular enclosures, downfiring, you get to throw your luggage right on top or your hockey bag right on top, not have to worry about anything. And like Aaron said, they're easy to remove. All you have to do is disconnect the RCAs, disconnect the power plug, and you can take the enclosure out as you need. They're a phenomenal sounding enclosure with the passive radiator design. Give you plenty of output, plenty of bang. Can't go wrong with these new enclosures. They're going to do awesome for you.
Hi, Jody from 5 Access here. Just want to bring everybody up to speed with what we do and how we do it. We're a display company. We do a lot of custom graphics. Obviously, we do custom audio boards. We do RGB lighting. We do graphical work up top. We also do all the different custom amp mounts. So for all your store needs, we do front counters, we do home audio sections, we do lighting, everything that you're looking for, give us a call. Again, it's 5 Access, 414-326-7162.
JVC is always up to no good when it comes to awesome gift ideas. I know I said gift because, that holiday season is just around the corner. But for you dealers out there, you got to think about what to load up your stores with. Well, we've got Vice President of Automotive for JVC Kenwood Canada, Glenn Schwackhammer, joining us to talk about some cool, nifty ideas coming out to you from JVC. Now, the first one we want to discuss is a dash cam in the KVDR 305W.
Yeah, that's right, Ben. We got some great new exciting products for holiday season. Obviously, we have Thanksgiving coming up, Black Friday, and even the Christmas break. So first up is the KV-DR305W. This is our dash cam from JVC. Great product. Here's the actual product itself. So very small, slimline profile. It's got some hard buttons on the side here for controlling it. It comes with a 16 gigabyte SD card. It will handle up to a 32 gigabyte SD card. And of course, what everyone wants to know, yes, it is Wi-Fi enabled. So you can do a wireless handshake between your phone and the device. You can download, all those great incidents that happen on the road while you're driving, and you can post it to social media or maybe use it to protect yourself in the event that you get in an accident or someone's cutting you off or having a bit of a road rage day. Great unit, great price point. And again, it's full HD. So very, very high quality and very simplistic to use.
One thing I do want to point out is of all the dash cam brands that, consumers are bombarded by, one cool thing to remind you, JVC is a brand that is so recognized, especially within the video segment. So think about that when you're, having that pile of dash cams for your customers. This might be a really hot ticket with that new dash cam in the KVDR 305W. Now, moving on to another great gift idea heading into the season, we're going to talk about source units. Of course we are. We're talking JVC, but there's a really good one that has lots of features I think customers will be very interested in. This one's called the KW-M180BT. What can you tell us, Glenn?
All right, so just in time for holiday season, we have the KW-M180BT from JVC. Now this unit is a 6.8-inch capacitive touchscreen, WVGA capacitive touchscreen with a shallow chassis. Now what this means is it's going to fit in more vehicle applications. And it actually is a true shallow. So this is just slightly less than 3 inches or measures out at exactly 75 millimeter. Some of the features with this product is the Android USB mirroring. So if you have an Android phone, you can mirror whatever's on your phone onto the screen. It is a very robust unit for an opening price point. It has full 13-band equalization, time alignment, crossovers all built in. One of the things that I actually really like about this unit too is right here at the bottom, okay, there's actually what we call a blackout mode. So for those that are driving at night and they want, to dim down those really bright lights, it's a very bright display. You simply push and hold that button for 1 second and it's going to go completely black. So really nice feature there. And again, this is a price point or maybe a gift giving item, right? It's right in that perfect bracket. The other thing that we like about this piece is just the simplicity. So this is one of our units that doesn't have the CarPlay or Android Auto, but there are consumers out there that are looking for just that simple connectivity. They want to connect the phone. They want to make sure that they have a backup camera input, so that they can see what's coming from behind them with that reverse camera. And it's very straightforward and easy to use.
All right, there you have it, guys. 2 awesome suggestions coming to you from JVC for the holiday season, a dash cam and a nice value-packed price point, aggressive source unit for you to choose from. Now, another quick announcement that was kind of made the headlines in the last week or so was a new initiative coming up from JVC Kenwood Canada. It appears that they have launched a brand new social media entity. Well, I should say 2 different entities, one specific to Kenwood for car audio and another one for JVC, also for car audio. Now, Glenn, can you tell us a little bit about the story behind this initiative and what this is all about?
For sure, Ben. This is actually really exciting to us. So we've had social media, be it Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, but it's always a company platform. So we have 3 different divisions: communications. We have the what we call ES division, so they handle things like projectors, and of course we are the automotive division. But what we've noticed is consumers and dealers are really looking for a dedicated channel so that they can only go to those social handles that provide the automotive products that they desire.
All right, so we're going to put up some images right now of the Facebook pages for both Kenwood Car Audio Canada as well as for JVC Audio Canada. There's going to be lots of different promotions on here, guys. We're talking about the latest updates as far as products goes, but also, promotions for consumers to get excited about the brand. What I like about it, Glenn, is that this is a platform where I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that you'll be able to showcase some of the work that our Canadian dealers do. And how great is that?
For sure, Ben. I mean, we want to make sure that our dealers, our Canadian dealers, are supported in the right manner, and they're able to showcase what they do here in Canada, through our social feeds and our social networks. So we're really excited that that's a new initiative that we have.
Huge news coming out of MECP this week with the launch of a brand new initiative and tool that will be found on MECP.com. It's called the Career Finder. I wonder what that could be all about. Let's go to the source with president and owner Chris Beulah. Chris, tell us about this brand new and very exciting Career Finder feature on MECP.com.
Hey, Ben, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. So, yeah, this is pretty exciting news. This is a new tool that we've put together to kind of complement what we already do for our retailers and the professionals in the industry. And it's kind of a game changer, right? This is something that's designed specifically for our industry. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, I got to say, the very fact that it says Career Finder has me thinking, well, is it exactly what I think it is? Is this a new platform for the industry to be able to perhaps post available jobs, opportunities? What exactly is this Career Finder all about?
Yeah, Ben. I mean, listen, we don't pull any punches when it comes to naming things, right? So the Career Finder is exactly that. It's a tool where a professional in the industry, certified or not, you don't have to be certified to use the tool, but you can now go to MECP.com and basically, do a search based on your location, the pay range maybe that you want. Look for a category of a type of job you're looking for within the industry. And if one of them is listed within our platform, then you can find that. It's got all the contact information. It's got everything that you could possibly want to know about the job and how to get in touch with that company to possibly apply to it. And then, counter to that is on the employer side, if you're looking for a new employee to fill a role and you've got a great opportunity at your business, it's a very easy way to just fill out the form and put all the appropriate details in there and get this posted for free on our website. So it's the MECP.com website's a great place to be able to put all of this because it's where people are going as an industry resource anyway, right? So people are going there to get certified. They're going there to get more education. They're going there to verify their shop. Customers are going there to verify them, et cetera. So it's a great kind of locality for them to go anyway. So to look for and find a career or post a new career opportunity at your business, it's a no-brainer for us.
I got to ask you, Chris, help me connect the dots here. What was the driving force or the story behind developing this unique, and I must say, industry unique platform that you have here in the Career Finder? Because, let's hear it.
Yeah, great question. So let's share our slide here or share our screen here. This is something that's industry specific. So there's a lot of lists of job opportunities in the industry. Classified ad type things. Let's be honest, classified ads went out like in the 90s, right? It's just not a convenient or easy way to do an active search for what you're looking for. So in my, typical overcomplicated, thinking about things mind, I said there has to be a better way to do this, right? So what we've done is we've added a new tab to our website, which has the website itself has a little bit of a refresh look to it. Lots of things have been cleaned up and tweaked, better readability on all platforms. But right in the middle here, you see that Career Finder. And if we click that, this brings you to a brand new page, right? And like the other resources in the industry that were just a list of job opportunities, we had that as well. What we've done is we've abolished that from our website and now put up a new page that it's pretty obvious what you're doing there. So up at top, looking for an employee, this is where an employer can dive right in. They can post a career or job opportunity right from these couple buttons here. They click this button right here and it opens up a new form. And within that form, they can fill out all the details of that career opportunity, including images, the address, the type of job it is, like the category. So it might be a retail technician, it might be a paint protection film technician, it might be a tinter, it might be any of those types of roles. You select the categories that apply to that type of job at your company. And then if you're an employer that just wants to verify somebody, maybe somebody's found a job here on this web page, and you want to verify their credentials, this handy button here takes you right back to the same place our verification tab up here does, where you can verify their credentials, right? You can see if they're actually certified at that level. So as you scroll down, this is where the cool part really, starts. And that is, if you're looking for a new job or career, then you've got a page that kind of gives you all the tools you need for it. So up top are some featured opportunities. You can pay a small fee to have your opportunity right at the top of the page here, and you can see that you can scroll through a few different, highlighted ones. But as you scroll down, you see a bunch of career opportunity categories. And you can see we pretty much cover everything that a facility in our industry would kind of do within their bays. Cleaning and detailing, which is your kind of your prep guys, contractor, fleet technicians, managers. If you're looking to kind of level up your game, get to that next level, you can look there. Paint protection film, R&D. So this might be with a manufacturer. You might get somebody, one of the big manufacturers might post a job here for some of that production line work or some of that R&D research work. Tech support, the same thing. Retail technician, of course, that's always going to be the most popular one. Right next to the category, you can see the number of opportunities that currently sit in that bucket. So let's go ahead and click on retail technician here, and that'll open up a page. It shows a really cool map of where they all are across the country. And as you hover over the opportunity here, it'll certainly highlight that on the map for you. So you can kind of see, where they are in relation to where you are. You can actually use a search to see how close they are for you. You can put in your zip code here. You can actually refine the category from any point on the site. So retail technician is what we clicked on, but maybe we want to go back to, maybe we hit that by accident and we want to be a tinter, right? And we want to look for a job that has opportunities in that field. It kind of resorts that map, shows the opportunities there, and you're good to go. Okay. So anywhere within that career finder page, you've got all the tools necessary to kind of narrow this down.
I gotta say, Chris, it's nothing short of impressive. The way that looks, it feels, it's very smooth, intuitive, and really easy to use. So I think from both sides, whether you're an advertiser looking to hire somebody, or you're looking for a new opportunity, great platform. Now, let me ask you the bigger question: how does this all tie together in the bigger mastermind, strategy of it all when it comes to incorporating this career finder tool into the MECP platform?
Well, Ben, that's the easiest question you've asked, actually. So we have four foundational principles we have at MECP that we kind of live by. Everything that we do follows those principles. And two of them are growing the workforce in the industry, and then educating and making a highly productive workforce for the industry. And that includes for the retailers and the manufacturers within it. So it's very important to us that we help grow this the workforce that that's available to these guys, and it makes a lot of sense because our core focus for our company is education, right? But you've seen a shift, kind of a paradigm shift over the last couple of years where that education was the basis, but around that education we've been building tools to help promote the businesses, right? You've seen that through our technician finder, where you can look up a store and see the certified techs at a location. It also gives the store the ability to advertise their capabilities, show some images, the contact info, and all that stuff. That's never been available for anybody on the MECP platform before. We've got the ability for the personnel to advertise their own kind of accomplishments. So the MEA awards, CMA memberships, things like that they personally have. can be displayed on their personal profile, and all of that comes together where we're kind of building an ecosystem, if you will, where they can live and hang out, right? And I think it's a great complement to that kind of, Batman tool belt that we offer now, where you've got a tool for every possible thing, right? So as an employer, there's no better place than MECP.com to post your job, because there's a lot of people that are getting certified in here that don't actually have much experience at all. They're trying to get certified to be able to get a job in the industry. It's probably 15% of our people that come through the program don't have a job yet in the industry. It's pretty interesting. So they're looking for a job. So if they can click that tab and try to find a place that's available to them, that's great, right? So no better place to post that. It's free. There's no cost, right? So there's no big subscription you've got to pay through an Indeed or a careers.com. There's no upkeep to it. There's nothing there, right? You put the contact information in as you see fit. You can be contacted as you want. It's very easy as an employer to post a job and get the results that you want, right? As an employee or a potential candidate for a job, there's no better place to look, right? Because these are people that support the program that hopefully you're already involved with or could be very easily. You can actually sort. I don't know if I showed you that, but you can sort by the MECP requirements in that search tool. So you can see if MECP certification is recommended or required. So you can start working on that. Maybe you've got a job up there that you really want, but MECP certification is required. Well, you can bounce right over, click the button to get certified, and start that process right there. Just a lot of really cool stuff to kind of fill out that ecosystem.
Hey guys, Ricky Lima here from SiriusXM. I had a chance to speak to some dealers and ask them what they love about selling SiriusXM. Here's what they had to say.
Coast-to-coast coverage.
I love SiriusXM for commercial-free music.
It's a great add-on sale and a profit opportunity.
We love selling SiriusXM because you can listen to the same channel coast to coast.
Profitability and ease of installation. It's a no-brainer.
We love selling SiriusXM for its ease of installation, great profitability, and reliability. People love it.
Now, during our enduro race of car audio presentations earlier this summer, ALPHASONIK came to the CMA networks and presented their entire line, but they also teased on a brand new series of high-performance amplifiers that at the time they were dubbing Mayhem. Well, guess what, guys? It seems the Mayhem have landed. They're in the warehouse, and we're going straight there right now to speak with our man, Alex Roca, to tell us all about the brand new Mayhem amplifiers. Alex, what can you tell us? I understand that you have one there to show.
Well, then, yeah, the Mayhem has arrived, and it's here already ready to get to all of our dealers and distributors, and of course to the end consumer, which I know they're going to love the product. They're going to love the product. Why? Because this is our top of the line Mayhem, as in every of our lineups that we have. Mayhem, it sits on all the way above on the top. So this is to pretty much power up all of the products that we have as well on the Mayhem level, such as subwoofers and mid-ranges. So we are at par with everything, and we already have this to power up all those powerful equipments that we have with a great sound quality. And it's something that has been on the works for a long time. It's something that we have developed back and forth, trying to get the best, and we received the best already. And, you know, it's here for you to see all the beauty that this product has. It's a very cosmetic, very attractive product, as you could see. You may want to see that logo ALPHASONIK right there as well. So yes, Ben, it's ready, you know, to be shipped to all of our dealers and distributors, and it's here to all the consumers so they could see and test the great and real power of a Mayhem amplifier.
Alex, I got to say, at first glance, that is a very classy design, very elegant, but also very big. So I don't think, you know, making a small footprint amplifier was the goal here. And you mentioned this is the top of the line, the highest end components. Now, where is this amplifier made? And can you do a quick walkthrough for us to see all the inputs and outputs and how that's all built?
Well, yes, this is a Korean line of amplifiers on the Mayhem level. And as you could see over here, Pretty much that's the power wire outlets right there. As I've shown you previously, the logo and the Alpha logo that comes on the amplifier itself with the model number of the product right there. And then the RCAs and everything else. The beauty of this product, like I mentioned, Korean amplifiers, which have full RMS power, pretty much underrated power. That's what we have here for you at ALPHASONIK with our Mayhem products.
All right, so cosmetically, we know you knocked it out of the park. It looks absolutely stunning. Made in Korea, so that's an interesting note as well. Can you walk us through the offering? What are the different models that are available, and how does that work out as far as the entire offering within the Mayhem amplifier line?
Well, 8 different models on the Mayhem amplifiers, 3 mono channels, 1 2-channel, 3 4-channel, and 1 5-channel amplifier. Pretty much on the level, as mentioned before, which is real RMS and underrated power also for the Mayhem amplifiers. We have a 1500.1, 2500.1, and this 5000.1 mono channel amplifier. 1500.2 on the 2-channel, 500.4, 750.4, and 1000.4 for the 4 channels, and the 5-channel amplifier, which is at 1600.5.
I gotta say that is some pretty big power, especially for those mono amps. But for the dealers tuning in, I'm gonna ask the question: what is the breakout of power on that 5-channel? Because I have a feeling that's gonna be a popular model.
All right, well, here the 1600.5, pretty much on the power breakdown that it has. It has at 4 ohms, we got on 4 channels, 80 watts per channel plus 500 watts. Then at 2 ohms, we got 150 per channel plus 750 on the mono. And on the bridge, we have 300 watts plus 750. Also, the size of the actual amplifier, for being a 5-channel amplifier, pretty much the height, it's 3 inches by 9 by 17. It does come as well, with its bass knob. So pretty much high-end quality for great products such as the Mayhem amplifier.
Alex, is there anything else that we want to share with our dealers that they need to know about when thinking about purchasing the Mayhem series of amplifiers?
Well, besides the fact of having a very attractive and cosmetic in detail product such as this amplifier, not only the amplifier itself, but also the boxing. Pretty much developing and showing you the logo right there. All the detail of the power, picture of the amplifier itself, how it goes. The Mayhem name right there, very important with the power that it has. The ALPHASONIK logo that it has over there. And one thing that is very important, not only for the local dealers and distributors, but as well as for the international ones, we have here that certification for the European market that is already, which we are members of. And here, all the competition pretty much level as far as IASCA and everybody else that we have joined with them. So gives you more confidence. It's a very attractive box for you to have it as a display unit in order for you to sell the product. So what more can you ask from ALPHASONIK? Always trying to do the best for all the consumers and all the retailers and distributors.
All right, Alex, we covered the cosmetics. We covered a little bit of where it lands within the ALPHASONIK lineup, and we even covered some of the power ratings. I guess the only question to be asked is, when is it available and when can dealers get their hands on some?
Well, they are already available with some of our dealers and distributors, and we are here. They have them here. We have them here in our Miami warehouse, as well as on our Los Angeles warehouse, ready to ship anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world. Ready to go, ready to ship, right here for you. Well, if you didn't already know by now, register
registration for MASTERTECH Expo is open. Now, many of you have messaged Brian and his team with questions, so I thought I'd reach out to the man himself and get to the bottom of all the details that you need to know about registering for the 2024 MASTERTECH Expo. Now, Brian, obviously, there's only about a month left to registration for the early bird, and definitely guys want to take advantage of that. Why don't you break it down real quick for us, what the registration procedure looks like and what do guys need to know?
Hey, Ben, we're super excited about 2024 MasterTech Expo. Registration is now live. Can you believe that? So, hey, we have an early bird special. It's going to be amazing. Through the month of October, it's a special pricing. We get a free gift, and I'll explain the classes for you coming up.
So, Brian, I know we're going into year 3, so I can only imagine that this process of registering and being a part of the event is getting easier and easier, but still, there's still a lot of information to take in. So I can always understand, especially for the newcomers who are looking at this for the first time, what direction should they go? What decisions do they need to know and make?
So, Ben, this year, super exciting. We have 9 pillars to choose from. There's actually a boot camp version of every class and an advanced class. So, depending on your skill level, you can pick a more beginner or basic class or an advanced class. And we have everything from audio to fabrication to digital format, also custom interiors for upholstery guys. And then don't forget the sales and management for you owners and sales staff out there. There's really something for everybody. So you get to pick 2. There's 2 full days. You get to pick day 1, day 2, and then there's also some pre-classes on Sunday. You actually have 6 to choose from, one in the morning or early afternoon and late afternoon. So don't miss this opportunity. So the process is super simple. We've really tried to streamline how you choose your courses. Step 1, obviously fill out your name, your information. We want to know all that stuff so we can get you registered. The first section is that Sunday, the pre-day, and it's really a half day. So a lot of guys are flying in on that first day. You get 3 choices in early afternoon, the clean wire setup with Dean and Fernando. You can do custom radar or in speed defense. Also, introduction to router tables. So they're really good intro classes that prime you for the next days. Also, late afternoon, hot rod wiring and muscle cars. If you just want to know basic wiring and DC electronics, great class for you. Metal fabrication, we'll be doing TIG welding and metal shaping outside with Levi Green. And last on the list there is subwoofer design and enclosure software design. So super cool on Sunday. You get to pick one in the morning after, or one early afternoon and one late afternoon. Step 3 is your main education classes. This is the hardest part of the whole process is you gotta just pick 2. Each one has 4 sessions within it, but you have to pick 2, a day 1 or a day 2. So if you want to do the tech boot camp, you can pick that, and then the fab boot camp, if that makes sense for you. Or you could go into high fidelity sound and maybe master design or something, or a business class. You can mix and match any color. You just have to pick 2. Super simple, and this kind of fills out all of the 4 days of education classes in total.
Wow, it's a 3-step process, Brian, but I got a comment. If I'm not mistaken, that Sunday is a new introduction to this year, isn't it?
Yeah, Ben, it is. Sunday is it's a kind of a pre-day for preparation and kind of beginner classes and things that we've had a lot of people request for. So this is a day, if you're coming in that morning, you have the opportunity to take these classes. They're not mandatory, but they are there as an option. You just have to sign up and pick the class that you want. Pick the class that makes the most sense for your skill set and your interests.
Speaking of choosing and picking the right classes for your skill set and your interest, what's interesting for me is I feel there's 2 strategies here when you get to step 3. Either A, you can kind of taste test and do 2 completely different tracks. You might want to choose a boot camp, but then try your hand at sales. Or do you dive in completely committed into one track and go deep on it? I think that's what a lot of guys are going to be thinking about.
Yeah, you're right. You could actually go really deep. Let's say you wanted to get into CAD, for example. We're going to teach everything from the basic circles and squares and all the way up to laser cutting. And then day 2, it goes into 3D scanning and fusion and 3D printing and modeling. So you could live your whole kind of career at the expo in just those 2 courses, or pick any other classes and mix them up. It's really up to you.
And just to be clear, Brian, once you commit for that step number 3, you're choosing 2. There are 4 classes per track. So that's actually 8 total, plus the 2 optional ones on the Sunday. If my math is right, that's like 10 classes.
Yeah, potentially it is 10 classes. You can like pick those first 2 on Sunday, and then the 4 on the second day and 4 on the third day. There's also manufacturer training. So not to mention all of the night school class and extended classes on Wednesday. So this really is, a one-of-a-kind learning event where it's just has everything encapsulated into one place, and there's just so much to choose from. So we hope you guys can take advantage of it.
Now, Brian, I didn't hear you wrong, and you said early bird, and you said special gifts. So I'm going to hold you to that. What can people expect when they sign up for the early bird special when registering for the event?
Hey, Ben, so you're right. The earlier bird special is actually something really important. First of all, you get better pricing. So it's a $6.99 entrance fee. Plus, you get to pick your first choice of classes before they sell out. And you also get this super cool apron. Everybody needs one of these fab aprons. And this is only for that first month. So the first month of October, the end of October, these are done. So sign up and we'll mail this out to you, and get your apron, get signed up, lock in your hotel spot, and we'll see you at the show.
That's it for this week's CMA Live All Access, giving you fresh news each and every Saturday. Make sure to tune in. I want to thank all our guests for being on today's show. We'll see you on the next one. This is CMA Live All Access, brought to you by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5 Access Innovations. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.
There's never been a better time to have SiriusXM with over 150 channels in your vehicle. Your Platinum Plan offer includes more than ever before to enjoy online, on your phone, or at home. Create your own ad-free personalized stations powered by Pandora. Hear ad-free extra channels and enjoy favorite shows with SiriusXM Video on Demand. What you love is on now.